I lost about 230 pounds. I loved carne asada burritos. I had, probably 6 to 8 carne asadas a day with the 64-ounce regular Pepsis. That was my downfall. I felt pins and needles in my feet constantly. My feet constantly hurt walking, but I didn't tell anybody because I didn't want them to say, you need to do something about it. So I kept my mouth shut, very quiet. Just working all day, trying to get along, not get anybody to look at me or pay attention to me, sort of thing. The thing that turned me was my son's 3rd birthday. He knocked over a little girl, and we had about 50 people at our house, and I told him to go apologize to the little girl. He told me no. I asked him to come here, and he said no, and I tried to catch him. And he did this zigzag on me, and I couldn't catch him. Everyone was looking, and I realized that, so I needed to do something. I'm coming up on 40 years old. I am 400 and almost 20 pounds. I couldn't get on any Magic Mountain rides, Disneyland rides, got lymphedema in my leg, poor circulation, and here I am. The first 80 pounds that I lost, I chased my son down the hallway and I caught him. I'd say that was the hugest thing in my life, to catch a little 5-year-old. I get up now at 3 a.m. and I run 5 miles. I weight train from 4 to 5 in the morning, and then I go to work and sometimes work out afterwards. Reaching down to pick a pen up in my truck was a huge burning thought in my mind. Seatbelts on airplanes, getting into booths, sitting in a movie theater. 6 months I'd taken off about 80 pounds. 10 months I had hit my 160-pound mark, and I wasn't sleeping on Sundays. I was playing catch with my son. I was able to run and work out. It's crazy. It's a different life. Walking through a mall, I would never do. I mean, to go look at clothes and say, I can buy that. I can put that on, I can wear this, I can wear that. I mean, it is a different life. I was heavy my whole life. My mom was a manager of weight loss clinics, so I've tried everything imaginable. And meeting Dr. Ellner was the thing that locked me in and changed my whole life. I gotta tell you, I am not a guy on the internet. I don't know anything about computers. I had to go see her. And being 400 pounds and pins and needles in my feet was a real struggle. But I wanted to see who I'm dealing with. You're putting your life on the table, so to speak. So I wanted to see who I'm gonna have do my surgery, and she was it. I first thought she was a little young and a little hot, basically, and I thought she was a little too young and too hot. I wanted someone older, but after going to her meeting and knowing who she was and listening to her, I realized she's more experienced than any doctors that I've ever had in my family. So she was just more intelligent, more driven for this whole operation than I've ever seen of a doctor. And I've seen probably 4 or 5 different people do this and they're doctors and realize she's the one. You lost the 230 pounds and your whole life, as far as people looking at you with your wife, even your wife looking at you, or people looking at you out in dinner, is completely different. I'd say the only thing that was a drawback when we share our food all the time together. I saw a waitress in Hawaii with her lips quiet say, we ordered a steak and shared it, and she looked at me and said, cheapskate, from her voice very quietly, and she walked away. I went in the back and I said, listen, I realize that you think I'm a cheapskate. I heard you say that. And she denied it, and I said, I had gastric bypass and I have to share my food with her because this is all I can eat. The lady said, I am sorry, I did say that and I had no idea. And I said, before you say this to somebody, you might want to realize why they're sharing it. My cravings went from carne asada burritos, a full pizza, to a mason jar of vanilla ice cream no matter how full I was at night. I had a vanilla ice cream with chocolate every single night before I went to bed. A half gallon of ice cream, pretty much. Now, I always say this at the meetings, Dr. Ellner put a chip in your stomach to where you are going to be sick if you eat this. And when people say, I don't want to get rid of the foods, I don't want to get rid of what you're eating, it doesn't work like that. You get sick, and the pain you feel from eating the foods you loved is now you don't want to. You don't want the pain. It, you know, really hasn't. You have to, it's a balance. It's all a balance about working out, eating right, liquids, that sort of thing. So I don't know I don't know why they're not doing this. I would do every January 1st, I would say, I'm gonna start my diet. Don't do it. Get this done. Don't wait. Why are you waiting? You are going to ultimately die from your health in 5 to 10 years. So don't wait, get it done. What are you waiting for? Another 6 months, another January to say you're going to go on a diet and it's not gonna happen? January 5th, you're gonna be eating pizzas and carne asada burritos just like I was. So get it done.